Hi, I'm Sarah from Faithful Underground. Thanks for checking us out this week. You want to grab a Bible? If you don't have one, send me an email at sarah@faithfulunderground.com. This week we're at Willow Creek in South Barrington, Illinois. We came out here for a youth ministry conference, and today I wanted to talk about kind of an overarching theme that we've seen here at the conference that's called Shift. And I also wanted to talk to you about this great story in the book of Mark, chapter 12, verses 41 to 44. It said, Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a fraction of a penny. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, I tell you the truth, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on. Now, I know when I was growing up, if you would hear this particular story of the widow's offering being preached, you'd typically hear the pastor or the preacher talking about joyful tithing, like making sure you were giving your 10% to the church and doing it with a joyful heart. That's not really what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk about giving, but not necessarily giving of money, because you might be saying, I'm 15 years old, I'm 18 years old, whatever your age, maybe you don't have a job, and you're going, I don't have money to give. But I think within this story and throughout the Bible, God calls us to give more than just our money. And he asks us to give to what we feel passionate about. There's so many causes out in the world today. Just here at the conference, we saw a few organizations. There's organizations where you can help feed starving children. There's organizations where you can be a part of AIDS awareness. There's organizations, that help support women who have been beaten and battered by their husbands. There's all kinds of organizations out there, and it's easy to go, there's so much. What do I do with my time? What do I do with my money? And one of the books I just recently read is called Chasing Daylight by Erwin McManus. And in this book, he said something that probably shouldn't have struck me as profound, but it was. And he said something very simple. He said, do something. Just do something. Pick something that you're passionate about. Is there something that really eats at you? Is there something that gets you at the core of who you are? Maybe it's domestic violence. Maybe it is AIDS awareness. Maybe it's anti-abortion. If there's something that eats at you, God put that in you. Act on that. Do something about that. Invest your time in something that you feel screams of frustration about from within you. That's where God wants you to invest your time and your money. And my question to you would be, are you going to live your life waiting to die to meet Christ? Or are you going to make the most of this life that he gives you? Which has kind of been the overarching theme here at the conference this week. That you're given this great life. Do something with it. And don't just stand around and wait to die to meet Christ. There's so many great ways that you can invest your time and invest in the treasury of God. What are you doing to invest in that treasury? Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next week.